All right? So it's going to be totally desolate, man. All right? And it's going to be an example of what happens when wickedness, when you live in wickedness, man. That's going to be the example, man, of what happens when you live in wickedness. All right? All right? So this wicked system, this wicked system that we're currently living under, holds nothing but death, man. There's no life within it, man. And that's what that example is going to show you, man. We're going to pass by that and be like, wow, look, like this is how we know we're not supposed to live like this and that. All right? According to the plagues, man. You've seen what happened to Babylon, right? And that's how we're going to know how to be righteous. We're going to know why we have to be righteous, man. You know, we're going to have full understanding. All right? Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow. Shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. All right? Shout against her round about. She hath given her hand. Her foundations are fallen. Her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of the Lord. Take vengeance upon her, as she hath do unto her, man. All right? Because America went around and oppressed all these different nations, man. All right? Who was the first one to use the atomic bomb, man? When they say that they don't want these other nations to use the missile, they want them to have their missile systems, right? They condemn them for having the missile systems. But who was the first one to use that, the nuclear missiles, man? Who was the first one to use that, man? It was America, man. America was the first one to use that, man. It wasn't the Japanese. It wasn't the Syrians. It was the Americans, man. The Americans was the first one to use that. All right? So that's why it says, do unto her as she has done unto you, man. All right? Because they did nothing but oppress and destroy those other nations. Not only physically, but also by their economy, man. They destroyed these other nations' economy, man. They sent in economic hitmen, right, to go and offer loans, right? And if they didn't take the loans, they would actually try and kill that certain president to put up a puppet, man. Because once they took that loan, they will put interest on it that they couldn't pay back, right? And once they put that interest on it, and basically that whole country would become slaves to America, you know? And once they became slaves into America, they could take their natural resources. That's how the so-called white man moves, man. Through deception, man. All right? Through deception. All right? He takes, because what does it say in the scripture? It says, the thief cometh not but to steal, to kill, and to destroy, man. All right? According to the scriptures, man. Matter of fact, I'll even get that. If I can find that. I'm going to read that again. Shout against her, okay, round about. She hath given her hand. Her foundations are fallen. Her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of the Lord. Take vengeance upon her, as she hath do unto her, man. All right, that's talking about what America has done to these other nations, man. All right, because I can't break it down. America's, they did nothing but pillage and destroy these other nations. So these other nations are going to come back and destroy them. All right. And Esau doesn't even know that he's taking this himself down. And the Russians don't know that he's going against himself, man. Because the Russian rulership and the American rulership, they're all Edomites, man. They're all so-called white people, man. All right? So you're going against your own people, man. All right? And when that happens, they ain't going to be the next in power. The next in power is going to be the Israelites, man. Going to be the Israelites according to the scriptures. All right? Which are you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Alright? Cut off the sower from Babylon, and him that handleth the sickle in the time of harvest. For fear of the oppressing sword, they shall turn every one to his people, and they shall flee every one to his own land, man. Because there's going to be rumors of that nuclear war. The rumor is going to be stronger and stronger to the point where it's going to be evident, man. Right? It's going to be like any time those missiles can be shot off, man. And that's why the people are going to return to their own land, as it says, man. All right? They call it the missiles the oppressing sword, right? Because that's actually what America used to oppress these other nations, man. The fact that they had the missile technology is what they use to oppress these other nations, man. All right? That's what they used to oppress these other nations. The fact that they had that nuclear capabilities, man. All right? I'll read that again. Cut off the sword from Babylon, and him that handleth the sickle, right? In the time of harvest, for fear of the oppressing sword, they shall turn everyone to his own people, and they shall flee everyone to his own land. All right, so that's talking about when people find out that those missiles are getting ready to get shot off to America, they're going to flee into their own land. They're going to flee back to wherever they came from. If they came from Morocco, they're going back to Morocco, right? If they came from South America, they're going back to South America, right? Because the fact that they know that those missiles are being shot off, why would they want to stay in the main target, man? And that main target is going to be Babylon the Great, which is America, all right? Right? And they call it the oppressing sword because that's what they use to oppress all these other nations, as I said before. Yes. Yeah. You know this? Have you heard about the Israelites? The Israelites. What I'm preaching is basically the downfall of this kingdom. Right? These are the wicked. These are the people who own the kingdom. Right? Which are most likely. You probably come from the same line as these people, right? These are the Edomites who are prophesied to be ruling in the last days, okay? And the Israelites, which are the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, are going to be the next rulers of the planet Earth, according to the scriptures, all right? And we're going to take captives those who had us captives, according to the scriptures, right? Because you know how we got here, right? We got the Western Hemisphere, right? Slaves. So what's going to happen is basically your people are going to have to go through this, right, for 1,000 years. All right, according to the Bible, that's what the kingdom of heaven is all about. Yeah. All right, so that's what's going to happen. We're going to start with them. They're going to be the first crop. These Rothschilds is one who rule the earth, and banking families. We're going to start with them, putting them in chains first. All right, so no, it's according to the scripture. It's according to the Bible. Yeah. I can read that, right? Now I'll show you the fact that the wicked are ruling the earth right now. Yeah, so that's basically what's going to happen. You know, and I'm going to get Isaiah 11:11 for you, right? So you can see exactly what I'm talking about. This is Isaiah 11, verse 11. Okay, and it shall come to pass. And it shall come to pass that the Lord, that in that day, that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people. The first time was in Egypt, right? Remember, you recovered the Israelites from Egypt, right? The second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from all these different places. We're scattered all around the world, okay? From Elam and from Shinar and from Hamath and from the islands of the sea. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel and gather them together in the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. And the envy of Ephraim shall depart. I'm looking for the point here. Shall fly upon the Philistine, and Judah shall spoil I'm trying to find that. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me just find that one I was.
I really believe
this, you believe it? You believe,
I believe in Jesus. He showed himself to me like 2 years ago.
Yes, okay. Well, you believe in the true Jesus. The true Jesus. The Lord doesn't look like this. This is not Jesus.
I know.
This is Caesar. This is this guy. Okay? Right? The Edomites painted this guy, which is a wicked guy who slept with his own sister and killed his own brother, and they painted him to be the Lord and deceive the whole world. Okay? I'll get to that in the scripture.
But tell me more about the real.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I just want to find this one. Okay, this is Isaiah 14. Okay, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, which are the Israelites, and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And the stranger shall be joined unto them, and they shall cleave unto the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their places. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. So that shows you slavery in the scriptures. Servants and handmaids is a polite way of saying slave. So the Edomites, the so-called white people, and all these other nations are going into slavery, okay, under the Israelites, okay, because of what they did to the Israelites, first and foremost, all right? And they shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives whose captives they were, right? As you can see here, the black people getting hung, right? They shall take them captives whose captives they were, right? So, like you were saying, you said that the Lord revealed himself. First of all, his name is not Jesus, just to let you know, that's not his name. No, it's not his name either. His name is Yahweh, according to the scriptures. But this is not the Lord. If you saw this guy, you saw a false. You saw a demon. If you saw this guy. This is not the Lord. The Lord would have to look. Pardon me?
I don't see him like a visual.
You didn't see him visual. Okay.
No, not.
You didn't. I know. I heard what you said. And this is the true image of the Lord, according to the scriptures. Start with Revelation 1:13, Daniel's 10 and 5 and 6.
Eyes like fire.
That's correct. The skin like matter of fact, I can get that as well. All right. Because we have to just. This is what we do. We back everything up with the Bible, okay, with the scriptures, which the pastors, average pastor, they don't do that. You understand? So that's why we do this, so that we can be justified in what we say. Okay? Revelations 1, verse 13. Okay. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, right? So you see the garment down to the foot, just like I have here. This is basically an imitation of what we're supposed to have on, right? But a garment, candlestick, one like the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt around the paps with a golden girdle, right? So the golden girdle around the paps. His head and his hairs were white like wool, right? So it means it was white in color and woolly in texture. When it says white like wool, okay? Because when you go into Daniel's, it says his hair was like pure wool, right? So, okay, so now, right? And his head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were like a flame of fire, like you were saying before, right? And the reason it is like that is the Lord drank wine. And his feet like unto fine brass, as if it burned in a furnace.